Hello diplomats, welcome to EdviPlav IAS. In this video, we will see the performance of the government institutions while dealing with hunger and malnutrition during COVID-19 times. This video is based on the Hindu news article, The Road to Zero Hunger by 2030. In Sustainable Developmental Goals, goal number 2 is to eradicate hunger completely by 2030. So in this context, an article has come in Hindu. Based on this, we are going to discuss about the performance of government institutions in tackling the hunger and malnutrition in COVID-19 situation. Today is the World Food Day, October 16th. So in this context, we are analyzing the status of hunger and malnutrition in the country. Both central and state governments during COVID times distributed 2.3 crore tons of food grains from April to June through public distribution system. This could be possible because India is not a net importer now. It is a net exporter of food grains. So now India has sufficient food grains in the country to distribute. Now when it comes to food supply, how many people benefited out of this distribution? It provided emergency assistance to the families during COVID-19 times. The estimations are 82 crore people. So the arrangements are made for 82 crore people from April to November 2020. So out of 130 crores of population, 82 crore people are taken care by distributing the food grains. By making arrangements of the food grains, sufficient food is available. And it included 9 crore school children as well. Now, this could be possible by providing food supply, continuous food supply. If there is no food supply, how can we distribute the food? So during the national lockdown, everything collapsed. So agriculture system and food supply system, everything disturbed. But after a few days of the lockdown, the steps were taken to remove the bottlenecks in the food supply. And even agricultural activities were not disturbed after a few days of the lockdown. Agriculture grew at 3.4% during the first quarter, April, May, June, and it also extended the cultivation of kharif crop by 11 crore hectares. This ensured food supply for the next quarter and the coming days. This is a really major achievement because in national lockdown, entire economy almost come to the standstill. But it is not well when we are studying about hunger and malnutrition, because we are only providing food grains to the people. But what about the malnutrition and anemic conditions in the country? So health indicators are very important while providing food grains as well. Food grains will ensure the hunger part, but about malnutrition part we have to see now. This is a multi-dimensionality issue. We have to see in malnutrition angle as well as in the anemic angle. According to National Food Survey 2016 and 17, 4 crore children chronically malnourished, and more than half of Indian women aged 15 to 49 years are anemic situation. So this is a very big issue in hunger and malnutrition issue. So these two are very important in examination point of view. Even though we are feeding the hungry people, but we are yet to tackle malnutrition and anemic health problems. Indian institutions are there to handle even these kind of challenges. One is Integrated Child Development Service, another one is Midday Meal Scheme. These two are two institutional mechanisms where cooked meals and rations are provided to 10 crore children under below age of 6, as well as pregnant and lactating mothers. So this is one mechanism, but is it sufficient? There are so many challenges that are to be tackled. So far we could see only the food grain production and how we are distributing and to what extent we are handling the situation. But in future, more number of children may fall under prey to malnutrition and more women may fall prey to the anemic condition. So to ensure To ensure the problems are solved, we must ensure that sufficient food is produced. One is production part, another one is reducing the wastage. These are the two important issues which are to be handled to understand and to eliminate the problems of hunger and malnutrition in the country. For that, we have to streamline farm practices, transportation and marketing practices. And also climate change is the another dimension where we have to understand how the food production is going to be affected. For that, agroecology has to be followed, and sustainable production practices through organic farming are to be encouraged in agriculture and also in allied agriculture sectors. And also institutionally, it requires multi-stakeholder approach for reducing the wastage and in distributing to the poor people and in need. Now let us see who are involved in the entire food system. To build a sustainable food system, we need to include all the stakeholders like governments, central government and state government, private sector for investments in the agriculture and allied sectors, civil society in distributing to the needy people like age-old people or beggars and other vulnerable sections of society, and of course farmers organizations to ensure food production reach from production stage to the consumer stage, and local communities also to be involved for sufficient and efficient food systems are created. So all these are important, all these stakeholders are important in transforming our food system. And also we need international cooperation. For international cooperation, there are three important international organizations. Let us see what are they. These are three international organizations: FAO, IFAD, WFP, which are directly related to food and hunger. So this is Food and Agriculture Organization, International Fund for Agriculture Development, World Food Program. This organization is celebrating 75 years, which is fighting for hunger in 130 countries. IFAD is becoming the first UN agency to receive a credit rating. WFP recently awarded Nobel Peace Prize. So these are three important international organizations. India has to work with these international organizations to ensure food is available and distributed to the hungry people. So these are various issues in hunger and malnutrition, and today is the World Food Day. In this context, we discussed this issue. Thank you for watching the video. If you like the video, please subscribe to our channel EdviPlav IAS, and we will see in the next video. Thank you once again.